Alright, what is up everyone? Today we are doing a mildly awful review of my first ever Figurize. So I picked this kit up from EB Games of all places, which for any overseas audience was GameStop basically. But EB Games, well Zing, the Zing store near my house, had this sitting behind the counter. It wasn't even out on the floor, it was just sitting behind the counter in a pile of Figurize that I'm guessing didn't sell, which is a bit disappointing, but I understand it. It wasn't my first idea of a purchase, but I wanted something else to add to my backlog that was a bit different, and this was a 2019 Figurize kit of Andoid 18 from Dragon Ball Z. So she's definitely one of my favourite characters. A lot of sass, a lot of power, cool characters design. So I'm keen to build this and see what it's like. I've never really built a Figurize before, but let's take a peek inside the box. It is from previous inspection quite bare bones in comparison to Gunpla kits, so it's probably only going to be a very short build, but I will do a much shorter interval time lapse, I think, because of it. So let's take a peek with that. So you do have some action poses and things that she can do. Obviously got a couple of different hand types, got some pretty good flexibility from the looks of it in the joints. We have the booklet, and then you've got one. So you've got different colours. So you've got the yellow, the light blue, and the dark blue of her clothes. And you've got a sticker sheet in there with different eyes and some colour correction, and the Red Ribbon Army sticker. Got some action stuff, so some blasts, energy blasts, and it looks like a little action stand for the energy blasts as well. So they aren't held up by her arm joints. So that's not a good indicator. And then the other one is some black parts, which are obviously inner frame and body, and then you've got the face and the skirt there. So it is going to be pretty straightforward. I don't expect this will take me more than 45 minutes or an hour. Kind of like a 30-minute mission kit, pretty quick to put together. Maybe a little bit more convoluted than a 30-minute mission, but not by much, I don't think. I'm not expecting this to be even on par with a high grade, really. But I'm looking forward to having an Andoid 18 on my shelf. I've never actually owned a figure or model of Andoid 18, which is a bit of an oversight considering how much of a Dragon Ball Z fan I am. So glad I'm finally getting around to fixing that. And let's get on with the time lapse. Alright, and there you have it. Android 18 in all of her complete glory. So this is my first time doing a Figma, like I said at the beginning, and I'm really quite happy with how it turned out. As you can see, it's pretty well detailed for a small model kit, but given that it is actually pricier here in Australia than a high grade, I kind of expected it to be of greater detail. Now, a few things that I noticed during the build. Let's shuffle the camera forward a touch more. There we go. So a few things I noticed during the build is, first off, obviously you've got some absolutely massive seam lines. So come on, focus, please. There you go. So you can see that in the hair there. That's pretty unavoidable, unfortunately. And just underneath the hairline to the top of the head there, it's a pretty noticeable line where the two different parts of plastic meet. Now, one thing that you may notice is, oh wow, Morty, you've done an amazing job on those eyes. No, I haven't. They're actually multiple parts of plastic. So you do get on the sticker sheet a number of different eyes. You've got 6 different eye variants there, plus a few other little bits and pieces. I've only put the Red Ribbon Army sticker on the back and the belt buckle, and yeah, that's it. Actually, that's the only ones I've used. Oh, some random red thing there, wherever that's used, I don't know. But that's it. These bits of the eyes are actually multiple bits of plastic. So oh, down she goes. So you can kind of make out. Come on, focus, please. Focus, please. Kind of looks like a bit of a cat's face almost. There we go. So you can make out the little bits of different plastic in there. So the blue, the black, and there's also the white, which makes up the different eyes. Oh, that's where the little bit of red is. It's an open mouth tongue thing. So that's one of the other faces that's in the kit. So there's actually 3 faces that come with her. I like this one where because she's standing on the top shelf of my display, so she's kind of looking down on everybody. You do also come with this one here, which is kind of a bit more standard, just looking forward kind of grumpy face. Come on. There we go. And then finally, the one that I had out before, I'll just show you that one quickly. It's kind of a yelling face. There we go. So yeah, you've got a couple of different faces in there. It also comes with 2 different types of hand. Well, you've got the splayed out hands, the kind of dynamic hands that is on her at the moment, and it also comes with some fists as well. So you've got a few different things going on. You've also got a separate belt. Now this belt here has a little 3mm hole and this little jut out part at the end of it, just to kind of take the place of her current belt, so that she can be held up by the very basic action stand that comes with the kit. Now, I didn't use the action stand for standing her up, because she does stand quite well, but it does hold the blast quite nicely. So you've got this little cool dynamic action blast thing that shoots out either from that direction, or if you want to kind of do it that way. But yeah, that's kind of how it's meant to work. She's firing an energy blast out of her hand. Now, this is all clear plastic. It does obviously have some really obvious seam lines and things through it, but it is still quite cool. It's something that you don't generally get with a Gundam kit, so it's cool to have that along for the ride. Now, since this is in kind of the scale of a Gundam, or a high grade Gundam, I will give it kind of a high grade tier. So I'll give this one a mid tier. So it's pretty generic. It's what you'd expect from a Figma if you've built other Figma. It's definitely better than some of the ones I've seen reviewed. I won't go through the articulation, but it's pretty decent. It holds together fairly well. It looks cool. I'm a big fan of Android 18, so I am a little bit biased. But overall, I really enjoyed this build and this kit. Now, little proviso before I go off the end here. I did say in my last review that this one, that one would be the last stationary review that I did. I do apologize for turning out to be a liar on that regard. The company I bought the rotating turntable through. They contacted me last week saying that the one that they had in stock didn't work, so they sourced out a new one, and I'm still waiting on that to arrive. So that's all right. Now, I do have a few more kits in my backlog. Anyone that follows me on Instagram or Facebook will know that I've recently built the Evangelion Unit 1 real grade, so I'll be doing a review of that next. And I've also built up a couple of other kits. So I've done the Build Strike, and I've got a few more in my backlog to work my way through as well. So look forward to those in the coming weeks. Please, if you like this video, like, subscribe, share with your friends. Keep coming back for more. I try to upload every week. For now, I should have at least another 2 months worth of videos that I can do, but we'll see how things go with going forward with the coronavirus. So I will see you all in the next video. Look after yourselves, and yeah, thanks for watching.